Hello, and welcome to the Moncast, where we find out whether Pokemon or Digimon really is better. But not really. We do a podcast.
I was gonna say, we kind of already know the answer, but yeah.
Not really. It's all opinion. But we put a score on it anyway, because it's fun.
Okay, so by Moncast canon, there is an answer.
Okay, I can't disagree. I'm slightly biased. But we tried to give him points fairly, I think. Anyway, as always, I'm Stevie. And this episode, I'm joined by the fabulous Cheeseye236.
Hello!
So the current score is 14-13 to Pokemon, and this time we'll be discussing the 28th episodes, The Insect Master's Trap, and Getting the Bugs Out.
Ironically enough, very similar in title.
Very buggy episodes.
Yes, it bugs me.
Just getting that one out of the way, are we? Let's start off with The Insect Master's Trap. Honestly, all I remember from the recap is that Cody doesn't think they can all be friends.
Yeah, Cody still doesn't like Ken. DNA Digivolution happened, and that's about it.
Yeah, Cody's just being an angsty teen, even though he's the youngest in the whole team. You just can't trust Ken. I don't know why, because Ken is clearly trustworthy now. He's too nice.
Yeah, he's overly nice, but nope, you can't trust him.
Did you really just say that?
Do you really have to ask that question? I feel like we don't need to ask that question.
What have I done?
You've made a mistake. But it's too late. I already signed the contract. I'm here forever now.
Why would I invite the Digipun Emperor on?
Yes.
Is that your official title now, is the Digipun Emperor?
Yeah, I'll take it. I'm the Digipun Emperor. Poor Stevie. Poor Stevie is my Wormmon.
Aww. Well, that's cool, because I get to be a giant bug man.
Oh, how about you can be a Patamon dressed as a Wormmon?
That's so dumb. Why?
Because why not?
That's really cute, though, now I think about it.
It would be kind of adorable, yeah.
It's got, like, little extra fake legs.
Yeah, just a bunch of fake legs. And then the 4 regular ones. And then the bat ears will be, like, Wormmon's antenna ears. And then it'll have, like, a little mask that's the little purple mouth. And then it's just, like, a hoodie that's green.
No, I think Patamon in a hoodie is actually just better. Just put him in a hoodie.
Yeah, that would work, too.
Anyway, I've made, like, no notes for this. So we're just going to roll with it. And if I miss something, I miss something.
I think I made okay notes, so we should be good. And I watched them earlier today, so... And you just watched them, so...
Yeah, like an hour ago, and I've already forgotten most of Digimon.
Oh, no.
What happened?
Digital stuff. To be fair, it was a very boring episode.
I was too distracted the entire time I was watching by Davis knowing Arukenimon's name for no reason. That's my excuse.
Okay, so yeah, in the recap they even said Arukenimon. So, do they not know that that's Arukenimon?
Apparently they do. But then later they just called her, like, the spooky lady, or the spooky woman. They can't seem to decide, like, they just suddenly know her real name.
Huh, okay.
It's annoying.
Yeah, that is weird.
And distracting. Every time Davis says, like, why? Why do you know this?
How do you know this? Stop it. Stop knowing. Stop being omnipotent. Of all the people, you should not be the omnipotent one.
That's my excuse for not knowing most of the stuff. I was too distracted. Also, it was just bad. But okay. Does it start off in the classroom?
It starts off with them just destroying spires in the digital world.
Yeah. And then they go to the classroom.
Yeah, and then they're, like, leaving, like, yeah, hard day's work, that kind of thing.
Yeah, and in the classroom, Davis just kind of brags a bit about how great DNA Digivolution is. And Debbie Vemon's all like, oh my god, it's the best, you guys. You should try it sometime.
Yeah, and they're asking questions of like, what was it like, and all that stuff. I don't know if you noticed this, but is it for some reason, like, this part of the episode, does the animation seem different to you?
I didn't notice anything. Apart from the gigantic heads halfway through.
To me, it just seemed like the animation was also a little different. Just in that classroom scene, though. It looked, like, weirdly like nicer and more detailed.
I think I got distracted by Demi-Vemon just looking cute when he gets all lost in thought.
Yeah, he's adorable.
He's a cutie.
Cutie patootie.
Get rid of all the rookies, all the champions. We only need in trainings. That's it.
Just Digimon, but every Digimon's an in training, so all the epic fights are just like... like all the Digidestined are like fighting a Pokemon, but instead of a Pokemon, it's like a metal Koromon. It's just like, grr, I am evil. I will destroy everything.
Okay. Spin-off show. It's called Digi Daycare.
Digi Daycare.
And it all just takes place at Primary Village.
Aww.
Oh, it could be a prequel. It can be just like focused on the in-trainings before they get collected by the Digidestined in the first season. They all just go on like fun adventures and stuff.
Aww.
And every episode, one of them dies. So they can get reborn as a Digiegg for the next episode. Just to add a bit of tension.
So every episode something dies.
It doesn't matter, they just come back as an egg.
It's still showing a character dying, though.
It's more of an injury than anything.
I guess so, yeah.
It's not like they've lost that much progress if they're still just babies.
True.
So yeah, that's my pitch. Toei Animation, pick it up. I would totally watch that, though.
Yeah, it'd be cute. It'd be super cute. There's a lot of really cute babies in trainings.
Yeah. Not as cute as Tokemon.
I feel like Tokemon loses some points for its teeth.
What? No, that's its defining feature. It's its best quality. Why does everyone hate Tokemon's teeth? I don't understand. It's not fair.
I don't hate the teeth. I'm just saying they're objectively not cute. Like, Tokemon with its mouth shut looks adorable, but then when it opens its mouth, it's like, oh god, what is this? What is this eldritch horror?
It just adds to the charm for me. It thinks it's so dangerous with its sharp teeth, but no, it's just a cute, adorable baba.
It is dangerous. That thing could take a chunk out of your arm if it wanted to.
That sounds like a comic strip waiting to happen.
Cut away to person screaming as its teeth sink into its arm. Okay, pitch for a different show. Digimon horror, but with only baby Digimon.
What other babies are terrifying? There's only Tokemon.
Well, you also have Koromon in the movies pulling like a face hugger thing, kinda. That's kind of scary.
Maybe Sunamon's horn. If someone were to be impaled on it.
Oh god. Yeah, it just comes towards you, hopping with the horn forwards.
You have like, instead of a bed of like needles, you just have a bed of Sunamon. Anyway, we're 5 minutes into the episode.
Yeah, if that.
So yeah, they speculate about a few DNA Digivolutions, and we get silhouettes, and they look decent.
They're kind of goofy and funny ideas.
Yeah. I think best one would be Angemon and Ankylomon. No, wait, that just makes Shakumon. No, never mind.
XVmon and Gatomon kind of looked cool.
I actually liked XVmon and Ankylomon, because it's got the whole dino thing.
Yeah. That was kind of cool looking.
But after this whole bit, it cuts to Ken, as it always does, because Ken's on his own. He just gets cut to all the time.
Yeah, he's just wandering around out there.
Yeah, he's just talking with Wormmon about the DNA Digivolution, and he's all worried about it, and Wormmon's just like, you don't fool me, I know you just don't want to have friends. You're afraid to have friends, Ken.
More or less, yeah.
And he's just cute. Wormmon is cute.
Wormmon is cute. Oh, there is an interesting line, though, when they cut to Ken and Wormmon, and they're having, like, the same conversation the other kids were, basically, where they're, like, kind of talking about DNA Digivolution. And Wormmon just makes a comment of, it was weird having two legs. Which is funny when he's Wormmon, because Wormmon has a ton of legs, but he also evolves into Stingmon, which has two legs. So it's like, you already knew what that felt like.
Bit of an oversight.
Yeah.
It made more sense if they're like, it was weird having missile blasters on my hips. So after going to Ken, we cut to Are You Kennymon, I think. I don't think I missed anything. And she's just watching this, like, CCTV footage, I guess, of the kids insulting her and taking down the spiders.
She's just wandering through the desert that they were just in and finds that this weird TV just sitting there that conveniently recorded them. at an angle that the TV was definitely not sitting at, because it's like an eye level view when the TV's on the ground. So it's like, also TVs don't record things. So like, how does that work?
It's Digiworld weirdness. That's the only explanation.
I guess.
Why does she need more motivation to be evil? We know that she's evil.
It's such a weird setup for her plan. It's just like, they just happen to have gotten recorded, and she just happens to find the recording, and then she just happens to be like, I am fed up with you children, I'm gonna do something about it.
She's not the best villain so far.
No, not really.
Just that spooky woman.
Spooky.
Ooh. I mean, is she really that spooky?
She's just a lady.
Yeah, she has white hair and is all in red. Does that make her spooky?
No.
No, I think they're just judging her.
I think they judged her accurately.
What if Arukanimon's the good guy?
I doubt that. She has attacked them.
But what if we're all wrong about the Digidestined and the bad guys are actually the good guys? And it's all just propaganda?
I've thought of that before. Most of my favorite Digimon are Nightmare Soldiers, so I've always thought of ways to, like, spin that. It's like the Dark Masters were actually the good guys all along, and the Digidestined just kind of paraded in and, like, destroyed everything. I don't know.
He was going to wipe out the whole digital world, so maybe not Apocalymon.
No, they were just reconstructing it. Like, they didn't destroy it. They just moved things around, is all.
Just gonna put it in the recycling bin.
And make a new one.
So, anyway, Arukanimon comes with the genius plan to send them an email. Just saying, be here at this time.
It's a literal phishing scam.
I'm gonna catch me some kids. And basically just summons them to a big house. A very big house.
It's literally called the Giga House. They are the size of ants.
The house is just very, very big. Like, super big. It's Gulliver's Travels big. That's what I mean. So, the kids end up at the Giga House. And that's all of them, including Ken Ichijoji. And
they're all at the house, and for some reason, decide to just immediately split up. I don't know why. Like the logic at first is that Ken wants to go, because, he wants to solve the problem, and, he's trying to, like, make up for mistakes and stuff like that, but, like, so he's like, I'll go, and then Davis is like, I'll go too, because DNA Digivolution and something or other, and then it's like, and then Cody's like, that's a bad idea, I'll go too, and then for some reason, they never at any point think, maybe we all should go, because, it's dangerous, and we know we're probably going to be ambushed, because we were literally told to come here, but no, they're just like, oh, let's split up, it's fine, so that's what they do. They split up. Cody, Davis, and Ken go into the house. There's like a split second where they don't actually know how to get in the house, and Davis makes a joke about finding a 40-foot key, which is kind of funny. But I guess they just kind of sneak in through a window like ants, which is kind of funny. And then basically, like actual roaches, a bunch of Roachmon just come pouring out of about every crevice and like opening that can be in this house. Just start swarming. And at the same time, Kari, TK, everyone else, Kari, TK, Yoli are all outside and are like, oh, what's that noise? And then all of a sudden there's just a bunch of Flyamon just swarming them. And yeah, so the brilliant idea of splitting up backfired immediately. Big shock. So, XVmon, Stingmon, and Ankylomon are all getting overwhelmed by the Roachmon in the house, while at the same time, Nefertimon, Pegasusmon, and Aquilomon are all flying around, freaking out, trying to get away from Flymon and all their stinger projectiles, and it's just insane.
Just a bad plan all around.
Yeah, it was not smart. Not smart. Not smart.
My favourite part of the plan is when Kenji says that it's a trap and they probably shouldn't all go in. To which Yoli says, Ken has a point, and then just completely disagrees with everything he says and comes up with a new plan.
Ken has a point. Let me make that point better, and by better, I mean completely change it.
Yeah, I'm just going to ignore that and go ahead with the same plan anyway.
But I also want to make it sound like I agree with you. So I'm going to say, good point.
It just goes straight into it. They don't even pause to think. It just rolls into, here's what we're going to do. It doesn't go with your point at all, Ken, but this is what we're doing now. If you're squeamish about bugs, this isn't a great episode for you. You won't have a good time if you're squeamish about bugs.
The episode's literally called The Insect Master's Trap, so I think people would know what they're getting into.
Yeah, it's a good hint.
Lots of bugs. But yeah, so basically you got wasps outside, roaches on the inside. Eventually the people getting chased break a window and make their way into the house. At the same time that the people in the house are now in the bathroom, the laundry room. There was like a tub involved, and then there was also like a washing machine. But anyway, some other room of the house, draining the bugs down the drain, basically. Then Ken and Stingmon try to attack some Kunamon that are on a washing machine, and they use their electric thread, and then it's like... It's really weird how it happens, because they're in the washing machine, and then Submarimon, like, yanks Stingmon and Ken out of the washing machine, and then, like, somehow so high... And it's weird, because you know this house is huge, but they somehow shoot all the way out of the water up to the ceiling, and then into a vent... break the vent and then land in like the vent duct, and it's like, okay. And then so they're in a vent now.
I don't remember most of this.
Yeah.
My memory jumps from them going into the house, making a joke about Gulliver's Travels, to XVmon being in the vent and being really, really big.
Yeah, it all happens really, really fast. And then so then they're all in the vent. And basically, just through climbing through the vent, they find the attic, I'm guessing. And Arukenimon, or the lady's there, whose name we do not know, but we are calling Arukenimon anyway. And she's playing a flute. So, essentially, she's literally the Pied Piper without being a Piedmon. I know that's not what Piedmon does, but it's funny. Anyway, fight ensues. There's actually a funny line that Arukenimon has where... I overestimated you. If I knew you would have walked in here and, like, just fall for my trap immediately. So she starts playing her flute, and then immediately, like, Stingmon is, like, brainwashed and then starts fighting XVmon. And then Cody is like, okay, we need Digimon. Digimon's stronger. So then Digimon gets brainwashed. And then Cody's like, yeah, I get it. It works only on insect Digimon. And then Ken's like, oh. But it's a little too late for that now, because it's 2 Digimon versus 1. And Digimon basically uses his, the one that opens a fissure in the ground. And they fall from the attic into a Dokugamon web. Which is great, because I love spiders! Oh, nothing gives me chills more than imagining being in a giant spider web.
I like spiders.
What?
I'm just throwing it out there. I like spiders. They're good.
I'm seriously second guessing this decision to be here now. I've made a mistake.
Spiders are the best. Okay, I wouldn't go that far actually, but they are pretty good.
But yeah, so they all end up in a web, and that's basically the cliffhangery ending of the episode, is they're all just stuck in a web, and there's a Dokugamon. That's about it.
Where are the other kids at the end?
You don't really see them. The last time you see them is just as Submarimon pulls Ken and Stingmon out of the washing machine. They're just kind of seen, like, rounding a corner into that room, just as they leave that room, still getting chased by the Flymon.
So we have no idea.
Yeah, so they're in the house, we know that, and now we know that the group is, like, above what looked like the main room, like the living room, but on the ceiling in the web, so it's like, they're probably all relatively in the same space, I don't know. Probably find out next episode.
They're all in the same house. We know that much.
They're in the same building.
Not that it helps much.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have any other bug Digimon to be taken advantage of, do they?
No.
It would be just Stingmon, but Cody's an idiot.
I actually I liked that because I thought that was clever, because I totally didn't even consider that Digimon was an insect until, like, oh, right, because it's the knowledge Digi-Egg, it turns you into a bug. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that's right. Dang it, Cody. You could have turned him into a fish and it would have been more helpful.
Have we seen Submarimon move on land?
No, but I'm assuming it can, right? Like, aquatic Digimon can breathe air.
Yeah, but, like, can it just float in the air?
Oh, like, can it levitate? I don't think so. I think it would just kind of sit there. Like, it just couldn't move.
Just flails around. It's like, I can't move, Cody. Why would you do this? Okay, is there anything we missed?
I don't think so.
A lot of it is just running away from tons of bugs.
Let's walk into a trap we know is a trap, split up like smart kids, and yeah, just get chased by bugs all episode. Yeah, that's basically it.
Split up like smart kids. Ken's the only clever one. And even he wants to go in by himself.
Yeah, but I feel like he did that knowing what was going to happen. Like, he was just trying to, like, save everyone else. But then, of course, everyone just, like, splits their numbers even worse. And it's just like, all right, well, so much for that.
If Ken had gone in alone, that just result in Stingmon being mind-controlled and used to beat Ken to death.
Oh, that was the thing we missed. Why did it take so long for Stingmon to get affected? That's what I was wondering about.
Maybe she wasn't playing the flute yet?
Well, that's why all the other bugs attacked, right?
Maybe that's just because they're part of her army or something?
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Maybe. I'm speculating, like, if she has any sort of authority at all over insect Digimon.
I think I think Arukenimon have power over Dokugamon, but not insects in general. Because they're the Spider Queen. Arukenimon's based on the Spider Queen.
I've not heard of the Spider Queen before.
It's just like it's Greek mythology. Who was the goddess of wisdom and crafts to a weaving contest. And I think because she was, like, better and Athena was jealous, she turned her into a spider.
I like Greek mythology. It's cool.
It's definitely interesting, yeah. And that's your Greek mythology lesson for the day.
I think I said everything as well, except that Sneemon is a cool Digimon. I don't think we've seen him for a long time.
Yeah, the Scyther of Digimon.
Yeah, pretty much. Favorite things. Let's do it.
That said, I couldn't really pick a favorite thing, but since we just talked about the fact that it's Arukenimon is loosely based on Greek mythology, I'm gonna go with just the influence of Arukenimon, since I couldn't think of anything else.
So your favorite thing is just a spider Digimon in disguise.
Sure, we'll go with that. We haven't even seen her officially yet, but we'll just go with that.
I think that'll be next episode.
Probably, yeah.
My favorite thing was just having a whole load of different Digimon, all based around being bugs. Instead of getting, like, just, here's one Digimon, they're the bad guy. You have, like, an actual swarm that they're against, which is pretty cool. Also, Sneemon is the best. I don't know if you can get Sneemon in the Digimon games, which makes me kind of sad.
Neglected Digimon. Number 1, Sneemon.
Praying mantis with giant sides. It's cool.
Moncast petition. Please sign for Sneemon recognition.
That rhymed. Yay. So was this episode filler or not filler?
Not filler. It had a plot.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, Arukenimon trapped the kids, though, and, you know.
But if that gets resolved next episode, nothing else important happens.
Well, technically, they do start calling her, according to you, they just started calling her Arukenimon, so technically a new Digimon has been introduced.
Are you arguing that because the dub slipped up and revealed her name early, we've discovered something about the villain and it shouldn't be filler?
Yes.
Such a dumb argument.
We know it's a Digimon, for sure, and we even know the name of the Digimon. Through context clues, we can guess she's some kind of insect Digimon.
Fine, it's not filler.
Hooray! I had sway in something, even though it doesn't matter.
It keeps Digimon's streak of not filler going.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's quite a long streak at this point, like 12 episodes now or something daft.
I kept Digimon's run going, yes!
If nothing happens next episode, though, it's going down as filler.
Well, something's gotta happen next episode. They had a cliffhanger and everything. Or a spider hanger, whatever you want to call that.
A web hanger.
Silk hanger.
None of these rhyme with cliff. A spliff hanger. I don't know. Okay. Overall thoughts. It was okay.
It was an okay episode, yeah. It was kind of boring, honestly.
Yeah, Cody was dumb. He worked out the pattern after he'd already allowed his Digimon to be mind-controlled, which is a bit of a shame.
To be fair, most people probably wouldn't have connected the dots on that. So, just being like, hey, you know the thing with drills for hands? Probably a good idea for a fight. Isn't really that, dumb of a decision.
Walking into the big trap house was dumb.
Yeah, and splitting up.
I mean, the other option is they just go home, which would be even more boring.
Yeah, but it would make sense. Just being like, no, we're not gonna go to your house. Are you kidding me? Heck no. Maybe we'll get a small army ready first, but no.
Do you reckon they could amass an army?
They could, I guess.
Mimi could.
Yeah, well, Mimi and the old Digidestined, yeah, probably could easily get a lot of Digimon on board.
Maybe we'll see in the future.
Yeah. Hint, hint.
I can't remember if the 02 kids make an army at any point.
Oh, well, sorry. I won't. No, they don't. Ever. There's never an army of any kind.
Okay, shall we move on to Pokemon?
Yes.
Next up is Getting the Bugs Out.
Like Discord!
Oh, I get it. Because Discord is buggy and it's getting the bugs out. Oh. You're so clever. So, it's the gym battle against Bugsy. Ash wins. There we go. We did it. That's the whole plot covered.
No. I have a lot of notes on this episode. There is a rant in here.
But yeah, it's the gym battle at last. It's the second one in 28 episodes.
Yes, and I am here for it. Thank you. Finally, I get to see a gym battle.
Thank Arceus.
Thank you.
As always, it starts with Ash and Co just walking along, and Misty calls out Ash for relying on Charizard and then getting rid of him like an idiot.
I love that. That's so good. She outright is just like, yeah, and you don't even have your Charizard to cover for all your dumb mistakes. And I was like, oh my god, Misty, you're right, but oof.
It's the best.
It's really good. Ash really got burned.
I've got a Cyndaquil, so it'll all be good.
I have new fire type.
I have new fire starter. It is okay.
And unlike Charizard, it will not make it to its final form. Spoiler alert.
It never reaches Typhlosion.
It reaches Quilava, but only because it comes back in Diamond and Pearl.
Aw. Well, I know that Chikorita reaches Meganium eventually.
No, I think Chikorita is just Bayleaf.
Really?
Yeah.
Ash!
I don't remember Meganium.
Why are you so bad? You can't reach level 34.
And the funny thing is, too, is he keeps ordering Cyndaquil to use Flamethrower. When Cyndaquil learns Flamethrower? Like in the 40s. I like to think Cyndaquil's just using Ember and Ash just wants to sound like it's cooler. He's like, use Flamethrower! And it's just Ember.
It would be so typical if Ash got like a level 99 Cyndaquil in the wilds. That's why it only ever reaches Quilava, because it only has one level left.
You craft a theory around that. Ash caught a level 99 Cyndaquil and didn't even know it. But yeah, so they're talking about a gym battle. They go to the gym. The gym is a forest. Forest is full of bugs. Misty hates bugs. Hilarity ensues.
But it doesn't matter because they have Caterpie. And Caterpie is great. Best episode of Johto so far.
Just because of Caterpie? I thought you liked Butterfree.
I like all of them. Butterfree is the best, but I do think Caterpie is cuter.
Oh, okay. Cute little caterpillar.
Caterpie.
Pie.
Cater pie.
Cater pie.
Cater offer pies.
Caterer of pies.
Yes. A pie cater. My next note is just bug Pokemon are great. It makes me sad that Ash didn't use Heracross, because that would be so fitting.
Yeah, so this whole battle, I have a lot of notes on this battle. Basically, they just get straight to battling, because mostly this episode is just the gym battle.
They find Bugsy in a tree.
Yes, Bugsy's in a tree.
I love that he's just straight up called Bugsy.
It's like, did your parents know, or did you change your name? I like to think Bugsy changed his name. I need a better name. Bugsy will be my name. But anyway, so yeah, they find Bugsy in a tree. Bugsy is actually stuck in the tree. The gang tries to give him crap for that, but it's like, no, the ladder only fell because you screamed, and it's your fault. And it's like, good point. Also, Team Rocket is outside, because of course they are. But yeah, then the gym battle gets started.
We've missed the most important part, though.
Oh, what did I miss?
You missed Jessie getting into a Sunflora costume.
Oh, right! They try to get into the gym, and I forget the outfit. So Jessie's a Sunflora, James is a tree, right?
And I don't know what the else was.
They're all dressed up trying to get in, and of course the bugs are like, no. So then they're just like stuck, and they've been thoroughly bugged.
I just checked. Meowth was a weed, and Victory Bell was a Victory Bell.
He's like, yes, howdy do, fellow bug types. I am a bug type. And by bug, I mean grass and poison.
Is there actually a grass bug type at all?
Livani and Swaddle and Levany and the middle one whose name I can't remember for some reason.
Oh, Swadloon.
Swadloon, that's right.
Swaddle's cute.
It is. It's just a caterpillar with a little leaf bonnet. It's so cute. Anyway, Team Rocket is Team Rocketing, and then in the gym battle, so Bugsy, being a bug trainer, uses Spinarak first, and Ash, recognizing that he has only one Pokemon that is good against bug types, uses Cyndaquil first. However, Cyndaquil is not trained at all, and so that doesn't work.
Cyndaquil is a tired bubba. It takes him a while to get his fire started, because none of Ash's Pokemon can just work right.
Well, he doesn't train him is the problem. He just caught Cyndaquil, and is like, yeah, go! And it's like, you don't know anything about Cyndaquil. You haven't done any training with it. It's like, come on, you gotta do a little more with him.
Come on.
So Cyndaquil doesn't work. So Ash, with his brain that is smarter than any brain, of course he sends out Chikorita anyways against a Spinarak, which is a bug poison type. Genius.
Ash is smart.
Ash is super smart. And to be fair, he does acknowledge, like, Chikorita, you're gonna have to win on just guts. And it's like, okay, fine. You want to try to brute force it, go for it. But you have other Pokemon that work a little bit better than Chikorita. And you just don't use them, you just use Chikorita. So the battle is actually pretty boring for the most part. It's just Spinarak using String Shot and, like, trying to avoid Chikorita. And then something interesting happens. So Ash tells Chikorita to use an attack called Sweet Smell, which is supposed to be sweet scent, obviously, because it disorients Spinarak and he doesn't move. Here's the thing, though. As of Gen 2 and Gen 3... Chikorita can't learn Sweet Scent. Not at all. It doesn't get those moves added to its moveset until Gen 4, at which it learns it at level 28.
The anime does all sorts of weird stuff. Like, it has Bulbasaur know Solar Beam, even though it can't learn Solar Beam.
Well, the thing, too, is, like, Chikorita's entire evolution line is known for having, like, a smell that has different effects depending on which one you're talking about. Like, Bayleaf's smell makes you want to battle, and then, like, Meganium's is calming, and then, like, makes Pokemon not want to fight. So it's like, oh, these Pokemon should know Sweet Scent, but they actually don't, as of now. So, yeah, that was just an interesting thing I found out.
Sweet Smell is close. It's better than Electric Attack.
Electric Attack.
The best attack of all the electrics.
Anyway, so Chikorita uses quote, Sweet Smell to disorient Spinarak enough that Chikorita can beat it with one tackle attack, because sure...
Is Spinarak known for its HP?
It is still a gym leader's Pokemon. Like, it should be able to take a tackle attack, at least.
This is coming from a level 28 Chikorita, at least, apparently.
Fine. If we go with that logic, fine.
Critical hits are a thing as well.
That's true. Okay, fine. Critical. We'll give it a crit. So then Bugsy sends out one of the most terrifying Pokemon in his arsenal. He sends out Metapod. And in the weirdest twist of irony, it's like this speedy, like, thing that just keeps jumping around and moving around and using Harden to deflect attacks.
It's just the best.
It's just a Metapod. It's a chrysalis. It shouldn't be able to move at all. It's stationary. It can't move. It has no way of propelling itself. Like, because they're showing it kind of like moving its, like, quote-unquote tail down to, like, hit itself up. But it's like, it can't move. Its body is a shell. It can't do that. It is a hard shell.
It's the coolest Metapod. It must be, like, on the verge of evolving.
It's possible, maybe.
And Bugsy's just like, you know evolve. You're a cool Metapod.
It's holding an Everstone.
Sad times.
With some hardening tricks and tackling, Metapod beats Chikorita with a tackle. I guess Chikorita had that coming.
What goes around comes around.
So yeah, Ash sends out Pikachu. And Pikachu, for some reason, has some trouble. Don't ask me how Pikachu had trouble beating a Metapod, but Pikachu had trouble beating a Metapod.
It's the world's fastest Metapod.
It's just zipping around. It's like tackling its little heart out, like hitting trees, moving around. Pikachu's faster, but it's still a fast Metapod.
Such a fun idea. Just let's have an insanely fast Metapod. Why not? So, Pikachu is outspeeding Metapod.
Well, Pikachu ends up getting like a hold of Metapod and then just thunderbolts it. Fries the poor bug. And then after that, Bugsy does something that I think was intentional, because this feels like a very much a psych out maneuver. It's like, oh, we sent out Spinarak and then Metapod. This isn't so bad. It's just these weak little... And then sends out Scyther. Oh, no.
Scyther's a big one.
Yeah, it's like, oh, right, there's actually good bug Pokemon. Oops. Speaking of which, Ash, you have one of them. Jeez.
I wish he'd had a Heracross, because then they could have had like a head-to-head Heracross battle.
Oh, yeah, that would have been fun.
Actually make it a fair fight, because that'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool. But no, we just get Scyther, which is cool.
Yeah, I'd have preferred it Spinarak was replaced with a Heracross.
They could have picked better bug Pokemon. Because there are, like, Gen 1 and 2 doesn't have a lot of good bug Pokemon, but even if you had done Ariados and, like, I don't know, you could have done, like, another, like, an evolved bug and then Scyther and then something better than Metapod. Even if you use, like, Butterfree, like, that's better than just Metapod. But at the time that Scyther is sent out, we cut to Team Rocket, who have now successfully tunneled under the gym in record time. That seems insanely fast.
If anything, it's slow by Team Rocket standards, because it's taken half an episode.
That's true. Yeah, so they're tunneled under. They're using like a stethoscope to like hear where Pikachu is on the battlefield, and then James kind of pokes his head up, and it's just as Pikachu sends out a Thunderbolt at Scyther, and then it's like, they got shocked. Because James made a hole, and the Thunderbolt went in the hole, and then they get shocked.
A hole in one. That's pretty much Team Rocket done.
Yeah, that's basically it.
I'm glad they didn't interfere for once, even if they tried really hard.
So Pikachu fights Scyther. Scyther's using agility, or was it agility? Yeah, double team. Sorry, it was a double team. Pikachu's using agility. So they're kind of going back and forth trying to hit each other. And then Scyther actually uses a move that's good to beat Pikachu, which is Fury Cutter, which makes sense. And it's even better because Scyther is so fast that Fury Cutter can hit so many times that Pikachu is out before it can even blink, because Fury Cutter doubles damage each time it hits.
Is that actually how that works?
I think so. I think it starts at like 15 power in the games, and then it doubles each time you use it up to a certain amount. I forget.
See, Fury Cutter starts with a base power of 10. Every time Fury Cutter is used successively, its power will double up to a maximum of 160. Okay, so because it hit every time, it became insanely powerful.
Yeah, and it all hit Pikachu at once. Poor Pikachu is out.
Just get slashed.
I feel like Pikachu should have been in a lot rougher shape than he was, considering what just happened.
You can't knock out Pikachu. He's the main one.
I know, but ouch, man. That looked like it hurt. So, Pikachu's out.
Brock says that they've both lost one Pokemon apiece.
Brock can't count, apparently.
How do you mess that up? Can only guess they recorded a line for earlier in the episode, but it's just weird. Brock isn't the smartest anyway, but it's just funny.
So, and Cyndaquil gets sent out.
And now Cyndaquil's fireworks. For reasons.
He's warmed up.
He was in a Pokeball. How do you warm up in a Pokeball?
But he's warmed up. Don't question it.
So, Cyndaquil uses Flamethrower, and I just love Bugsy who just goes, that's a bad decision.
I mean, he wasn't wrong in the sense that he had a counter ready.
Yeah, he's just so cocky.
Which is interesting because the counter that Scyther has is Sword Stance, but it's used like Rapid Spin.
Its Sword Stance is just spinning around really fast, and they make the case that it makes a field of air around him that deflects fire attacks.
Yep, that's how fast it's going.
Gotta go fast.
Gotta go faster, 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 faster.
So, to counter the counter, Ash gets Cyndaquil to fly up into the air and spin at the same rate as Scyther spins while he flamethrowers, and that way the flamethrower cuts through the air somehow. Does he finish him off with a tackle?
No, I think the flamethrower just knocks him out.
I thought he finished him off with a tackle, just because.
Gotta keep that tradition of tackle being the most overpowered move in the anime.
Tackle's great. It's so good.
Tackle is just a one-hit KO move in the anime.
So Chikorita tackled Spinarak, and then Metapod tackled Chikorita. Tackle is just overpowered. Yeah,
it's super overpowered.
It's a good move.
Especially from Cyndaquil, because Because Cyndaquil took out Sandslash, too, with a tackle. And that's an evolved Pokemon that resists the attack tackle. So...
I tell you, it's level 99.
That's actually a good case for it.
So, Ash wins the battle. We don't get 2 episodes back to back of it, which is good and bad, because I like the gym battles. So I wouldn't mind a second one if he did have to rematch. But he is moving on now towards the next one, whatever it will be. And on the way out, they just get given some fancy Pokeballs by Maisie, Kurt's granddaughter, from the last 2 episodes. She just runs up, gives them some Pokeballs, and Brock gets a heavy ball, and Ash and Misty get lure balls. And that's the episode. They leave. Woo.
They move on into the sunset with filler on the horizon.
One interesting thing is that Maisie says that Ash should come check in on the GS ball on his way back to Pallet Town. Does that mean that after every single league he goes all the way back to Pallet Town? Because that's a long journey. It takes him so long to travel. If he actually goes back every single time. Just no, don't do it.
Don't they mean back after the gym battles are all over?
Yeah, but still, that's a long journey.
It is, yeah, but you gotta go visit sometime, right?
It takes months to get anywhere. If he's going all the way back after every single region he clears, it'll take him years to get anywhere.
They need cars or some kind of Pokemon that they can ride or something.
Or just the move Fly. Does he have it?
No, he gave up Charizard. He doesn't have it anymore.
Yeah, he doesn't have anyone that can fly. Ash just likes walking, I guess.
I guess so, yeah.
They get there eventually. It just takes 14 episodes.
Yeah.
So, have we missed anything?
I don't think so.
Oh, and the Team Rocket motto was really weird and slow.
Oh, yeah. They did a weird spin on the motto.
It was just odd. It's to protect the world from devastation.
Yeah, and it wasn't even they were in costume, doing something. They were just underground, doing the motto. And it's okay, weird. This is a weird time for this.
It was a bit slow. It was odd. It was meta-odd.
Metapod. It was a little oddish.
Oddish isn't a bug type.
But it's a Pokemon. Close enough.
All Pokemon are the same. They all look the same. Favorite things?
Scyther, because it's an actual good bug Pokemon.
Solid reasoning. And they couldn't use Caesar because they've had one already in the season.
They could have used a few other ones, though. They could have used Pinsir. Pinsir would have been cool, too.
Pinsir would be cool. But wouldn't make sense for using Sword Stance to deflect attacks.
No, but to be fair, Pinsir just crushes things. It doesn't need Sword Stance.
Just chops Cyndaquil in half with its pincers.
It's crush! It's I win!
My favourite thing, apart from Caterpie being there, was Metapod being used in a battle and actually doing something.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm not sure what's funnier, just having Metapod only use Harden, or having Metapod being able to fly around the place.
Yeah, just zip around That's so funny. It's so weird, though.
It's good. It's a good twist. It's here's a Pokemon that's known for only being defensive, and it just thrashes Chikorita. Very good. And I think, we know it's not filler, because they got a gym badge. Makes a change. And overall thoughts. It was a solid gym episode. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, it was interesting.
I like bug Pokemon, so it was a good gym. And Ash wasn't entirely incompetent.
Debatable.
He wasn't entirely incompetent. He was a bit incompetent. He sent out Chikorita, which was dumb, and his Cyndaquil couldn't use Flamethrower for the first match. So, also he got rid of Charizard.
Which Charizard is a fire flying type, would have been perfect for this.
Yeah, just a bit. Charizard's good for most battles because he's a bigger dragon.
It's a Charizard, so, it can brute force its way through most things.
Oh well, we'll never see it again.
Never again.
Oh well. I think we can just do Mono a Mono then.
Alright, yay!
Now it's time for Mono a Mono, where we attempt to compare these episodes. I don't know why I did that voice. So, first of all, we have our Monsters of the Week. I'm going to get mine out of the way. It was just Caterpie, because I love Caterpie.
Yeah, fair enough.
Caterpie was there. It's all it needs to do.
10 out of 10, good bug. Good bug.
10 out of bug.
My Mon is... I mean, Wormmon is always the one I want to pick because Wormmon is too good and pure for this world. But, see, I'm torn between adorable little bug that doesn't know the difference between what its existence is with two legs, but, or adorable little Psycho Mantis over here. Yeah, I'll just pick Scyther because Scyther's cool and I like Scyther.
Scyther!
Scyther! Yeah, because Scyther's cool. Scyther's cool.
Oh, your impression was better.
Yeah, this did a good voice. Cool! I can do Pokemons.
Yay! I forgot what noise Cappy makes. I don't think it makes a noise in the anime.
Maybe it doesn't. No, it makes it just has an animal noise.
That's probably why it's so cute.
And then Metapod just has a weird, like, low voice.
And then Butterfree's like, free! And then Scyther's just like, Scyther! And then Wormmon's just like, you don't fool me, Ken.
I've never ever had two legs before. It was odd. Yeah, you have, Stingmon.
The typical noise that Wormmon makes is, I've never had two legs.
You were the thing with two legs when you became the new thing with two legs. Like, Wormmon.
Maybe he's not aware of his legs when he digivolves.
But then how was he aware that he had more or less of them?
I don't know. Maybe Stingmon can't feel his legs.
That sounds terrifying, yeah. That sounds absolutely terrifying.
Just every time he digivolves, he has to spend 5 minutes going, I can't feel my legs!
No, more legs!
Unless, alternate theory, he still has like 8 legs, they're all just compressed into those 2 armor pieces.
It's so weird. I can't even imagine how that works.
Oh no, all Wormmon's legs, they just stack up on top of each other to make Stingmon's legs.
They like merge together in 2 places to make the legs.
I think that's enough conspiracy theories. Who was worse, Ash or Davis? It's tough.
Ash was, well, no, Davis was dumb too.
It's a pretty even week, but I personally would go with Ash because he has built an awful Pokemon team.
Yeah.
It's, 3 starters, a Pikachu, and a Heracross.
Yeah, and he did not pick the best option with going with Chikorita out of all of those.
Yeah.
Also, Tackle is OP.
Davis was pretty good. I can't think of anything that bad that he did.
No, he did his best. Like, Cody messed up more than anyone.
But Cody's not in this race.
That's what I mean, though. It wasn't on Davis in that episode. It was more on Cody.
So, yeah, personally, I would give it to Ash being worse.
You've been saved for a day, Davis. I know it won't last long.
I mean, Davis has been pretty decent since Ken became good, because most of what Davis does now is just go, Ken, be my friend! And that's it. That's what Davis does now. So, which storyline did we prefer and why?
I feel like they were both, like, there wasn't a lot going on in both, because, like, you've got the attack with the house, and then you've got the gym battle, but I was really bored by the Digimon episode this time. But the Pokemon episode was kind of actually like, oh, I'm kind of actually watching this, and so I guess I'll just pick Pokemon.
Yeah, I'm going with Pokemon as well, because it's just simple to the point. There's no, like, rambling or just wandering around for no real reason. And the plot didn't center around wandering into a trap on purpose. Pokemon just made more sense. And Digimon had a lot of preamble for no real reason.
Yeah, also true.
I'm giving it to Pokemon. And were there any notable similarities?
I'm sorry, but they were so different, I can't think of anything. Like, not one thing. Definitely not the thing I mentioned at the start of the episode about the bugs, because there's not really any similarities.
There's so many bugs!
There's bugs, spiders, Snymon, Scyther, there's...
Snymon is basically a Scyther.
People making bad decisions when it comes to said bugs. You could say that Arukenimon is the bug trainer of that episode, like Bugsy.
Is Bugsy secretly a giant spider as well?
Dun dun dun! Pulls off a mask, it's just Ariados.
Other similarities. Sticky webs.
Yeah, there were webs.
String shot and a giant spider's web.
Mm-hmm.
And you said this already, but everyone makes stupid decisions. It's mainly Cody and Ash.
Yeah.
There is also Brock that can't count, though. So I guess everyone's just kind of dumb.
Little bit.
I think we're kind of used to it at this point.
Yeah, kinda.
I can't really think of any other big similarities. So, were there any notable differences?
Bugsy's bugs were very aware of how many legs they had.
Really? That's what you're going with.
They never questioned the amount of legs that they had. They're all very aware.
See, I think you're wrong because Metapod identifies as having legs.
Metapod doesn't have legs. It has a little tail stub.
It thinks it does. It runs around like it has one. Or two, even.
No, it's just hopping. That doesn't count.
I think it counts.
It's a chrysalis. It does not have legs.
Differences I've got is that Digimon was left on a cliffhanger. Pokemon was not. They just walked off.
True, yeah.
They don't do cliffhangers in Pokemon very much.
No, usually it's like, okay, this is the end of that story.
Let's carry on. Into the woods. This next one's kind of a similarity, but Ken is kind of like Team Rocket. It always just kind of cuts to them doing their own separate thing. Yeah, but the difference is that Ken is sort of joining the group and becoming part of the team now. So eventually it'll stop cutting to Ken and Ken will just kind of be there.
Yeah, instead of being like the outside B-plot kind of.
Yeah, like Team Rocket is always just kind of doing their own thing until they attack. But I can't think of any other big differences. Ash got a gym badge, Davis didn't. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for differences and similarities.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Which episode deserves the point and why?
Pokemon, because it was not boring. Which is weird, because you literally have killer bugs attacking your protagonists in the other one, but it just feels boring.
I agree, I enjoyed Pokemon more. It was a solid episode, it made more sense, and I liked the bugs in it more.
10 out of 10, good bugs.
Yeah, good bugs. Best bugs.
Super bugs, yay. Woo.
Woo, bugs. Yeah, I just enjoyed it more. Digimon was a bit boring. It was weird that it was so boring.
Yeah, it was odd.
Also, Pokemon hardly ever progresses, so we should reward it when it actually tries.
When it actually makes the effort, yeah.
When it actually bothers making progress, it deserves a point, because it hardly ever happens. And that does make the score 15-13 to Pokemon. So it's just about in the lead. It's doing okay. It's doing good.
Yeah, not too shabby.
Yeah, it's good. So let's do the outros. Next time, we'll be discussing the 29th episodes. Arukenimon's Tangled Web. So I guess Arukenimon's going to be revealed for real this time.
Realsies now.
For realsies. And a far-fetched tale.
Yay!
It's a duck.
Farfetch'd! I love Farfetch'd! It's my favorite quote-unquote generic Pokemon. I love Farfetch'd.
It's a duck with a leak.
It's a duck with a leak, yeah. But I just love it. It's so cute.
But before next week, you can get in touch by tweeting at us, emailing us, or jumping in our Discord. And of course, a big thank you to Chisai for joining me. Where can we find you on the internet?
You can find me at Chisai236 on Twitter, and Chisai236 on Tumblr, and on the Moncast Discord, and all Moncast related things. Just ask Stevie, he knows where I am.
She's everywhere. She's behind you right now.
Oh God. No, I'm not. I'm about to go to bed.
All the links to our stuff are in the show notes, including the Moncast Patreon. And so a big thank you to them, including Cheeseye236.
That's me.
I thought the name rang a bell.
Yeah, just a little one.
We've also got James B, John C, Nicholas, and Irving G. So thank you for supporting the show and keeping it going. If you want to join these lovely people, you know where the Patreon is. It's in the show notes. Consider pledging, or just share the episode on your social media, or leave us an iTunes review. I'm too tired for outros. But thank you for listening. And until next time, sleep well.
Yay!
We need naps.
And good night. Go to sleep, bug, Pokemon, and Digimon. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. And know how many legs you have.
People are leaving the house.
Bye, house people.
Okay, they have gone. I'm alone.
All alone.
There's no one here beside
me. Except for the cats. There's cats beside me. Or in the general area.
There's one behind me.
Oh.
There's one in front of me.
Cat. Kitty cat. Meow.
Double cat. Cat.
Meow. Kitty cat. Meow.
They can't hear you.
I know, but it's instinct. It's like, oh, a cat. Adorable cat. Meow.
Oh, cat. Meow. Meow.
Yeah.
I think that's more seductive cat. Meow.
What the heck?
No, that was Owen Wilson cat.
Owen Wilson cat.
Meow. Anyway, I woke up too early.
Oh,
My
sleepy.
brain is asleep. We are both sleepy. We are sleepy.
You slept.
Okay, this is the part of the episode where we have a nap and then resume recording in an hour.
It's 1 a.m. for me, Stevie. No, please. I do have to
You've
sleep
never-
eventually.
Okay. We're nearly there. No, we're not. We're about halfway. I lie.
More or less, yeah.